Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Friday Arduin review. This time with the Emperor's Choice, the White Roc Inn. Now, any of you guys who know me pretty well know that I normally really don't like pre-made adventure modules, as they used to be called back in the old days. But this is one that I was pleasantly surprised when reading it. It's approximately 100 pages, which at first I'm like, okay, it's a tavern. There's probably a dungeon underneath it. Okay, how's it 100 pages? Well, I read through this bad boy, and boy was I pleasantly surprised. Not only is it a larger than life tavern, and by that I mean it's actually a really spacious place to get a drink and a meal and a room for the night, but it's also chock full of mystery, intrigue, and danger. This module has so much more going for it than what you would expect. Like I just said, there being some sort of dungeon underneath the tavern, and therein lies the mystery. But no, this adventure module has the surrounding area that all ties into not just one but several different mysteries and plots and intrigues and adventure hooks for quite possibly weeks or months of adventuring all around this particular area of Arduin. It has so much to offer and so much that could be absorbed into any other game world if you so choose, or if you're actually running an Arduin world, this would be a great place to not start a party, because it's a little bit more challenging than that, but after they've been around the block a time or two, maybe their third to fifth, maybe seventh level, depending on the game system you're using, I highly recommend this adventure for so many different reasons. The information and the way it will help you design your future adventures, the adventure itself, the adventures that can spin off from it, and all the different paths that lead from the White Roc Inn to all the different mysterious locations surrounding it, the forest, etc., all around this very well written adventure. All of the information you would need to play is right here, including new monsters, I believe, or monsters I'm just not familiar with because I've read so much recently. Also, tons of treasures and magic items, as well as so many more surprises. You know me, I don't do spoilers, and I'm not gonna ruin anything for you guys. But if you're looking for a new adventure that doesn't run into something super high level and super fantastic or crazy, more of a traditional fantasy adventure, I highly recommend this adventure module. If for no other reason than to fill in a blank spot in your collection, but more than that, I do believe that you'd actually get a lot of enjoyment, you and your players, regardless of the campaign or game you actually use. While it is highly Arduin specific in the stat blocks and things like that, any good seasoned dungeon master can easily pull the names of the monsters and look them up in your game of choice, and swap them out. I also got the opportunity to speak to George from Emperor's Choice today. We had a nice long conversation about the future of Arduin, and I highly recommend you guys go over and see if there's anything in the Emperor's Choice catalog that you don't already have, especially the trilogy and the Weavers of the Vault of the Weavers. Sorry, turn that around. There are still a lot of great Arduin items to add to your collection. Some of the things are less important in a good game collection. Some of them are more curiosities, but for me, I'm a completionist. I want to have everything, and I'm so glad I got a chance to add this one to my collection. Again, thanks George for everything. I really look forward to talking to you again, and I hope you guys will all check this out, as well as anything else you may be interested in, especially the things that really made Arduin great, and that starts with the original trilogy. The hardback version of the trilogy is an absolute must for any serious gamer, regardless of the game you play. The essays that are inside it from David A. Hargrave himself are still to this day just as valuable, just as insightful, and just as amazing as the guy himself was. So from all of us here at the Shadow and Sun Show, I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the hell out of your summer and enjoy the hell out of all things Arduin. And I will see you guys probably tonight over at Tenkars, and then later on over at Legion of Myth with Max and all the guys. And I can't wait to see you guys. So until then, happy trails.